Hello everybody and welcome. In today's video we are going to be installing a bathroom exhaust fan. Alright, I got a very cool Homewerks Bluetooth enabled bath fan. Pretty cheap. I have a pretty small bathroom, so this is I think about 70 CFM. And then we have some ducting as well we'll get into later. And then we have a lot of our wiring stuff over here. So we're going to be switching out this switch here, just a regular switch. With a double switch. One will be for the light and one of them will be for the bathroom fan, so it'll be on separate circuits. And the next one will be wiring, and then we're gonna need to fish this guy in, drywall, and we're gonna be measuring this to make sure it is center. So here we go. We got about 8 feet that way and about 5 feet, or I'm sorry, 4 feet width. No, I'm sorry, 5 feet. So 8 foot by 5 foot, and we're going to try to center it right in the middle. So let's get down to it.
Before we get started, I just want to go through a quick timeline of all the steps that it takes to install this fan. The first step is getting where it's going to be in the bathroom and then cutting through the drywall. Second step is mounting it flush with a partner. Third step is running the electrical. Fourth step is installing the exhaust flaps through the stucco outdoors. And then the last step is running the ducting and testing. All right?
All right, so we've measured across and we got about 4 feet in the middle right here and about 2.5 feet right here in this cross. And I'm just looking for the studs just to kind of see where we're gonna be here. And I just measured it earlier and it's just about right here. So the stud's gonna be right there. I'm gonna poke a hole through on the top coming down, but it's perfect. It's basically right in the middle. It's going to be a little bit offset, but I really like it, so it'll be pretty easy to set up. All right, we are heading up into the attic. And we're going to be working right about here. All right, so we found our stud right here. We are on top of the bathroom right now. I'm just going to take a quick measurement just to verify where we are from the back wall. So it's an 8-foot bathroom. And we are looking like we are at 4 foot right here. So this is right in the middle. And then going from side to side, from the wall to the other side of the wall, we have 5 feet right there. And so the middle is actually going to be at 30 inches. So right here, right at this mark here. So I was pretty spot on. So on this 5 foot by 8 foot bathroom, we're looking at right here. And this side, this doesn't have to be precise because what I'm just going to do is poke a hole down and then go from the bottom side up and draw the square of our fan right here. And I'm going to poke a hole through, measure the box from the bottom, and then cut it out from down there. And then we'll easily be able to mount this guy right to this stud right here. So should be really easy. If you can't see it from there, you could see the holes right there. From the description, you just drill it right through this hole right here. All right, so let's go ahead and poke a hole here. So I'm gonna do it parallel. All right, got one. I'm gonna do another one just for safekeeping here. And I'm gonna compare it to the center line that I drew down below. All right, so because of where I measured, and I want to be as in the middle as possible, it's actually hitting this piece of wood here, this plywood plank here, just for walking purposes. So I'm actually have to cut this out, and just so I have some room and I can mount it in the middle because I really want it to be in the middle. So here we go. All right, we are in the bathroom and we got our 2 marks here. And the center is actually right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that right here. The pencil, and I wanna make sure to line this up as well as I can. Make sure it's as flat as possible. So this is gonna sit like this. So I'm gonna flip it around 180 degrees so I can make sure I get the right side correct. So because this is in the middle, ooh, barely got it.
Now that I had set myself up, it was time to use the drywall saw and jab that thing in there and cut out the template that I made of the rectangular exhaust fan. And here I am kind of towards the end of it here, giving you guys a reminder, please use your a mask while doing this because you can really get a lot of debris in your mouth and eyes. So please use a mask. But here I am kind of towards the end of it, cutting this guy out, this rectangle out, and finally pushing through it and completing it. So once I was done with this, we were ready to go back upstairs and get that thing mounted. One of the critical steps that I didn't catch on video was I had to use a partner. I used my wife downstairs to hold the fan flush with the drywall roof or the ceiling on top, holding it flush so that I could just mark with a pencil or something like that where you want your screw to go. And so once I had the marks done with the help of my wife, I drilled some pilot holes and was able to mount this guy in, and I'll show you some more of the details in the next video right here. Here's a close-up of the actual mount. So there's two different kind of slots that you could have put the screws into. The bottom screw is the preferred area that's instructed on the instructions there. So here's another look at it as well. But here it is mounted on both sides.
All right, everybody, we ended up finishing the electrical install. I'm not going to put it on this video. I'll have a separate video for it. It was very confusing, and I ended up switching out the box. We didn't go with the 2-function one. We wanted to go with a timer switch instead. So 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. But now that it's installed and the electrical's in, I just want to show you guys the actual function of it. So I'm going to put a 10-minute timer on, and we are going to hook up to the Bluetooth, and we'll show you guys the tunes on this thing. Super excited about it. All right, we are connected, so I will play some Post Malone, but pretty cool. Woo, so excited about it. We can jam out in the shower. All right, we got our fans installed and the wiring, and now we're gonna be installing our venting right over here. So we have two. So one of these fans is going to go right over here and the other one venting out this way. So I'll show you from the other side.
One of the videos that I skipped is how I drilled a pilot hole from the attic side. So I knew exactly where to drill my hole on the outside. So I just used the kit from the exhaust kit that I got from Home Depot. And they had like a little drawing of this 4.5-inch hole saw where it should be going, and I just drilled a hole right in the middle to tell me where to drill this hole saw. One trick I learned using hole saws is I actually used the reverse side first, going reverse with the hole saw, just to kind of get the outer perimeter without drilling in too far, and then I switch over to the regular rotation to try to drill through it. But going reverse just kind of gives you that initial setup where you know exactly where you're going with the hole, whereas when you go in normal rotation, you kind of can get a little messed up. So anyway, here we are taking a piece of this wall out.
All right, we're back, and we got the hose connected here to the fan, and then we will also connect it over there to the exhaust part of it. But before we do that, the kit that we purchased has a couple zip ties. So I'm gonna zip tie one end over here and one end over here. And then we have this specifically made bath fan installation tape. It's like foil tape, and we're just gonna wrap it around there. So we'll get to it. All right, we have taped around it and zip tie, the zip tie that came with it. You can use a hose clamp as well, but zip tie works just great as long as you have a lot of tape to cover it up as well. So there we go, and then I'm gonna take you guys outside. We're gonna drill it in, seal it, and we should be good to go with this. All right, here we are, getting the anchors set. I'm starting with the top left and then going with the bottom right, just to make sure I'm fully aligned and can get those ones in and set. And then I'll do the top right and bottom left with the concrete drill bit and lock these guys in. All right. All right, along with siliconing inside of this, inside the frame, I'm also gonna silicone the outside just to make sure that if there's any rain, there's no issues with water getting inside the attic here. So here we go. And here we are with the final product. So I'm gonna go ahead and click 10 minutes there. This is bathroom number 2. And then also bathroom number 1. Right here, and then I'll go outside and show you guys the fan pushing the air out. All right, and here is the final product. As you can see, our fan is blowing out air and the lid is opening with the exhaust going out, and the other bathroom, the original one we were working on right there, is not blowing. So there we go. The project is complete and the bathroom install is done. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe for more.